Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm back into the hockey reaction. I seen y'all checked out the, believe it was top 10 NHL goalies of all time. So now we about to check out top 5 goalies in the NHL. Y'all let me know who y'all top 5 goalie is. Let me know who y'all top 5 to top 10 goalies is right now. And let me know any goalies that I can check out as far as, you know, their highlights and everything. Y'all let me know down in the comments. Make sure y'all sub up. Let's get into it.
Top 5 goaltenders in the NHL right now. Captain Paul from the locker room. I'm going to be going into who I believe are the best goaltenders in the NHL. Just keep in mind, this is my opinion. But before I get into the video, I appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, like, and comment down below. Trying to reach 5,000, and once we do, we're going to do a $100 gift card giveaway. Let's get into it. We'll start off with
I'm trying to hit 6,000.
Connor Hellabuk. It was hard for me not to put Connor Hellabuk in the top 5. I think he's a fantastic goaltender, but the 5 above him I feel are just a smidge bit better than him right now. He is the main reason you go watch a Winnipeg Jets game. He's very technically sound, has great athleticism, and just
I never heard of him before.
Career has been a workhorse for the Jets. Another goaltender that's an honorable mention on this list would be Philip Gustafsson.
That beefing is killing me, bro. I'm gonna get some batteries tomorrow, man.
Starting, so I just think it's a little bit too early to put him on this list. So let's get into the top 5 goaltenders in the NHL. Number 5, and this might surprise some people, Linus Ullmark. He was the best goaltender in the NHL.
I don't know. I never heard of this guy.
Last season. He won
No, I never heard of none of these goalies.
He had 40 wins, 6 losses, 1 overtime loss with 2 shutouts, for a .938 save percentage and a 1.89 goals against average. Over his career, in 207 games played, he had 116 wins, 63 losses, 16 overtime losses,
man, I'm tired, bro.
For a .919 save percentage and a 2.50 goals against average. Ullmark was tremendous last year. He used every part of his body to make saves when needed, and he showed these flashes in Buffalo, and it finally came into form in Boston last season. The reason why I'm keeping him number 5, well, last year was a breakout season. He was on a historic team. He also had a very good backup where he could split the games and get well rested. And I want to see Ullmark do this again. He does justify himself being in the top 5, but I'd like to see more seasons of superb caliber like this before I put him any higher. Number 4, UC Soros. 5'11" goaltender who really shows that height does not matter. In 64 games played, 33 wins, 23 losses, 7 overtime losses with 2 shutouts with a .919 save percentage and a 2.69 goals against average. Throughout his career in 286 games played.
What does these stats mean though?
27
y'all let me know down in the comments.
20 shutouts for a .919 save percentage and a 2.58 goals against average. When Soros took over for Pekka Rinne, he did not miss a beat. Over the last few seasons, he has been a workhorse. Last year, as stated, he had 64 games played, and then the season prior, he had 67. He was tied with Hellabuk for the most games played for a goaltender, and then in the season prior, he was number 1 as well. Soros, while not a large goaltender, is very athletic, very quick, technically sound, and plays an aggressive size due to his small stature. While his team did not make the Stanley Cup playoffs, it was not due to him. Soros had a very poor team in front of him, and I take that into account as well. So his numbers, while not eye-popping at .919 or 2.69, are extremely good considering what was around him. Number 3, Andre Vasileles, 6'4". He is a big boy. 60 games played last year, 34 wins, 22 losses, 4 overtime losses for 4 shutouts.
Damn.
A .915 save percentage to go with that.
What is GP record, GAA, like, what does all that mean?
425 games played, 263 wins, 123 losses, 28 overtime losses, 32 shutouts, with a .919 save percentage and 2.52 goals against average. Now, for Vasileles, last season was a little bit of a letdown. A .915, while very good, for some might be underperforming for Vasileles. But when you watch him play, for him being so big, he is a very athletic goaltender, very good in his butterfly, and with that long reach, is able to stop pretty much everything. And while he wasn't number 1 in games played, but it is back-to-back seasons where he's played over 60 games. Vasileles has proven he can take his team to a Stanley Cup championship with 2 rings already. When everything is clicking with Vasileles, he's one of the most difficult goaltenders to score against. Number 2 on this list, Sokou, who I feel at times is a bit underappreciated for how great of a goaltender he is due to playing for the New York Islanders. In 62 games played, he had 31 wins, 22 losses.
I like how you bring up the stats, though. The last video, he didn't bring up no stats, so.
And a 2.34 goals against average. Throughout his career, 136 games played, 70 wins, 46 losses, 18 overtime losses, 16 shutouts for a 924 save percentage and a 2.34 goals against average. Shurkin is the model of consistency in performance. While he doesn't have some of the track record of the other goalies on this list, playing only 3 seasons, those 3 seasons have been pure.
What time period is he going by though?
NHL in shutouts with 6, and with
is this like an all-time or 225?
At times, he helped drive them to a playoff berth. He has all the attributes you want in a great goaltender. Athletic, aggressive, quick reflexes. He's got some good size to him. Shurkin is one of the best goaltenders in the world. He's entering his prime, so I'm expecting him to keep having this dominance for years to come. Last but definitely not least on this list, number 1 goaltender in the NHL right now.
Who's number 1? Let's go.
Igor Shurkin. The 6'1", 189-pound goaltender.
Igor Shurkin. Do y'all agree?
In the 4th round, well, that looks like a steal. 58 games played last season. He had 37 wins, 13 losses, 8 overtime losses for 3 shutouts, a .916 save percentage, and a 2.48 goals against average. Throughout his career, he had 158 games played, 99 wins, 42 losses, 15 overtime losses for 11 shutouts, a .924 save percentage, and a 2.37 goals against average.
I don't know what none of these stats mean.
That I went with Shurkin on this list. The year before, you would say, well, it makes sense.
What year is he speaking on, though?
How could you say he's number 1 again?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I can go with Shurkin on this list because, quite frankly, the team in front of Shurkin defensively at times let him down tremendously. The Rangers were very good offensively. At times, they were a miss in their own end, and that's why they brought in Peter Laviolette. And when you watch those games, even in the playoffs, Shurkin wasn't the reason why these goals went in against him. They were odd man rushes, breakaways, just terrible defensive breakdowns. And he would make remarkable saves, but would get lost in those games due to how horrific the Rangers would play in front of him. The season prior, when he was considered the best goaltender and won the Vezina, he had 53 games played, 36 wins, 13 losses, 4 overtime losses for a .935 save percentage and a 2.07 goals against average. Shurkin has been the most fun goaltender to watch in the NHL. He plays an aggressive style, very athletic, probably the quickest reflexes in the NHL, and will just downright make some mind-boggling saves. Yes, last season for him was considered a little bit of a down year, but with the games played and the team in front of him, I think if the Rangers had better defense or a better defensive structure, Shurkin would have been in that conversation for a Vezina. He might have had an occasional off game like every goalie does, but pretty much night in, night out, he was the main reason that the Rangers stayed in some of those games. But I'd love to know your thoughts down below in the comments section. This is just my opinion, my list. Who is your top?
Who y'all list is? Y'all let me know.
Right now, I'd love to see that down below in the comment section. I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you.
Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know who y'all top 5 is. Comment down. Be some goalies to react to, and I'll see you in the next one, man. We out.